Hello, hello. Today I'm just going to do a short review of the Garmin Varia. It's a radar and also a rear light. It also comes with a front light, but this one I'm reviewing the rear light in partnership with the Garmin 530 and how it works. So yeah, it's a good review. So first, what is it? Again, rear view radar and tail light. This model is the latest one. It's the Varia RTL515. I'm actually just looking for the 510 kasi mas mahal. I think you can get the 510 for 270 or 245. This one is 325. Mas mahal siya. What's the difference? Not much. Kaya nga I was only looking for the 510. The only difference with the 510 is that this one can be used with smartphones. It can be used with any like iPhone, sorry. Wag iPad, masyado malaki gamitin sa sa bike. Sa any kind of smartphone, you can use it. It will pair up. With the 510, it only works with Garmin products. So yeah, so it's like an open field. In terms of battery and all the other features on how good the radar is, the light, it's the same, essentially the same. So if you can still find the 510, just get one if you're not going to pair it up with mobile phones. But if you think that you're also going to use it with smartphones, go for it. If there are other differences, feel free to correct me. But based on what I've been looking at, that's the only difference it is. For me, and for people that I think this one too pairs up with the Wahoo, but I think even the 510 does it anyway. It's a standard. It's only for smartphones. That's the main difference. And also, it pairs up on Bluetooth. Uh, uh, it's basically the compatibility factor. So I wouldn't be worried about getting a 515 if you're using Garmin or a Wahoo. But if you're using a smartphone to pair it up and all those gadgets, associated gadgets, then get a 515. The price, it's $325, Australian dollars, that is. So yeah, just for reference. And yeah, it's currently getting scarce. People are finding it very useful. So, okay, who should have it? I trialed it out both in open roads in the Blue Mountains, which I normally ride on weekends, and just yesterday in the Watagans National Park. For busy roads, if you are riding on the open road, you need one. I'm saying you need one because it's for safety. What it does is it basically, the red light and the radar work together with the Garmin 530, that you'll have, see, where is that? Yeah, you have the radar sign there and it's picking up. It's picking up basically that if there's any car at the back. The distance, if I remember it right, is about 150 or 120 meters, far enough to give you a fair warning. And then there's a dot that's coming in closer. So this would be just underneath the sign. It will be you, and there's a dot there, and it's basically telling you that the dot is coming closer. That's the vehicle. Very useful. If it's green, there's nothing there. No, let's revise that. If it's orange, then it's not that fast. It's like 50 kilometers per hour or something. Fast enough, but yeah, it's coming in. If it's red, they're about 80 to 100 kilometers per hour. The speed, I'm not sure, but basically it's based on speed. If it's red, the car behind you is very fast. If it's orange, it's medium. Yeah. But basically, you'll get a beeping sound, a warning audible sound that there's a car behind you, and then it's coming closer and closer. So somewhere here is the point of contact. Hopefully, it doesn't contact you. But yeah, it gives you enough warning time so that you can just, if you're just outside the white line and some roads don't have enough space, then you will have a warning time enough to veer off or to stop, or to signal. So in my case, we were at Wollombai Road, if I remember it right, just before Laguna, GNTP Cafe. And that's a busy, relatively busy. It's useless if it's very crowded road because you know that it's just dots. But it's actually perfect for roads like Wollombai Road and all the back country because you sporadically get fast cars coming in and out without warning, and sometimes if it's not a noisy engine, you don't even know it's at your back, and that's what happens with accidents. You get sideswiped. With this one, you get ample warning time. With that odd one or two every 5 minutes, there's a car. It's perfect, so it's worth it. It gives you, and then the light also is very strong. What happens is, to give a warning light to the driver, it blinks faster the closer the vehicle is. So it's actually two pronged. It warns the driver, and it warns the driver that you're there with a very bright red light, and it warns you through your Garmin device that there's a vehicle coming. So it's two-way. That in itself, that's priceless. For me, who always rides in the open road, almost every weekend, like Saturday or Sunday, I usually go Blue Mountains Way, Hawkesbury, and every now and then we go out to whoop whoop areas like the Watagans or wherever we can find some roads, that to discover. This is for you. If you're like me, you need to get one. It's actually, it's actually so useful. Now, how do you pair it? It's very easy. It's very intuitive. All you do is go to the settings. Go to the settings. Asan ba? Yeah. Settings, and then go down to sensors. Then you just click add sensor. As you know, I already added mine. So it's got heart rate, which is not this one. So it's got a heart rate, and it's got that radar sign. That's the one I have. And yeah, the light. Of course, the radar and the light, that's the Varia. And they pair off easily. It's so easy. It's so intuitive. So it just pairs off. And there's a confirmation that it pairs because you will see. Let me just get out of here. On your base. So if I start this. See? It lights up. The moment I start it, it lights up, ready to navigate. And you can see the radar is on the top. And then the dots are here, coming in closely. And the background, the color, the one that I was talking to you about. Hang on, I'm getting blinded with this. The color that I was talking to you about is the background. So red means it's a fast car coming in towards you. Orange is not that fast. So yeah, there's a speed conundrum. There's a speed, what do you call the description in the, but look, you'll just know. Yeah, you'll definitely, when you use it. Red is fast, orange is medium, and when they clear and there's nothing at the back, there's a green color. Momentarily it will flash a green color, meaning that there's no cars at the back. Just gives you a breathing space to veer a bit out if sometimes you need to. There's some potholes at the side and you want to veer to the road, so with that green light that you're clear from the back. So it's a great warning, so it's really worth it. So that's how it looks like, guys. Very easy. Yeah. Yeah, let me just turn this off. Yeah, all right. So that I okay. The moment you turn off your Garmin 530, or you disable your ride, or you pause it, the light will also stop. That's why, as you can see, they're really intertwined. They're connected to each other. They talk to each other. It's interactive. And that's why it's a good system. How do you know it's open? It's got the blue, what do you call that? Bluetooth lighting. How do you turn it on? Easy. Just press. Yeah, and then that's turned off already. Turn on. Just press 1. That's a solid light. Press 2 is the slightly lower daylight, and then the beeping light. My favorite one is the beeping light. It gives you about, beeping light would be about 10 to 12 hours. Yesterday I've been using it, and the ride took about 8 hours and still plenty of power. If it's nighttime, full light about 5 to 6 hours apparently, but I haven't really used it up yet, because when at night I only do for short rides. But daylight blinking, about, easily it can do 10 hours. I've done 8 hours yesterday, easy. It charged so quickly. Now, Kavi, of course, there's no product that's perfect. What could be perfected on it? Okay. When we were at the Watagan Creek Road, and I was in front with another rider, with Yap. There's 6 of us. The 2 of us were in front, and there's 4 at the back. When riders bunch up, they form a bigger mass similar to a smaller vehicle, and there's phantom. It becomes a phantom vehicle. There are a lot of times I know that it's only us cyclists in there, but because there's 4 riders bunched up together as a bunch, it sometimes picks it up as a vehicle. So that's something. There's a phantom car. I call it a phantom car. Actually, it happened quite a lot when we were going. But you know, it's a minor thing. At the end of the day, it gives you a warning. And it didn't happen on the main road when we were on a single file. So the point of the matter is, if you're doing a bunch ride single file, it won't happen. It usually happens when you've got a big bunch behind you. So kung tumatrangko ka, if you're in front of the wind, and there's a double stack, it's a double line bunch, then it might have phantom. But in the end, if that's the case, you just turn off the radar. If that's the case, if it's a bunch ride of that group, then it's not an issue. Cars at the back is not a big of an issue. It's really when you're 5 to 6 riders single file on a back road, or on a road that's not heavily trafficked, that's where it's very useful. And that, if that's the type of rider you are, then that's essential. So yeah, in a nutshell, that's the Garmin Varia RTL. This is the box again. It's a very basic package. It had holders for an aero frame, so it doesn't matter if you have an aero bike frame or not, it will fit. So it's got some notches here, different notches, different sizes. I think this is for the aero one. It's got rubber fitment, so that it will fit different seat posts. It just snuggles up easily. So yeah, with the attachment, the harness is in my bike, but yeah, basically it attaches like that if it's a round one, and this one is for the aero. So that's the rubber fitment device, so it just fit. Very easy, very recommended. Guys, get it. So to sum it up, get the Garmin Varia RTL515. Look, I'll sum it up for you. You're buying a $10,000 bike, $5,000 bike, right? You're riding on the open road. What's $325 to save your ass? Worth it. Get one. Bye.